end up with better artwork. We end up more proud of the work that we've produced. It's okay to take your time. And it's okay to take it one step at a time. Sometimes you might need a break. That's okay too. You can take a break. That one needs a black right there. It's okay to take a break. It's also okay to feel a little impatient. It's okay to be sad. But it's also okay to be happy. It's okay to be many things. We can just take our time and relax and create artwork together. I think his chest needs some patterns in it. Oops. That's not a black bean. I so look forward to seeing your art and what you make with a mosaic. I know we can't go to school right now, but some of the older kids, they make mosaics that get hung up in the library. That's not a white bean. Remember that just a little bit of glue goes a long way. But if you put a little too much glue, the nice thing is that most glue, at least if you're using Elmer's glue, will dry clear. So you might not be able to see my beans super clearly right now, but that's okay. I think I need one more bean right in there. Let's see if it'll stick there. Now, the nice thing is too, while your glue is drying, you can usually move the beans around just a little bit, squish them down a little. Look at that! We've only been working for 30 minutes. And I've already got this owl finished. See? Seemed like a daunting task, huh? But we were diligent and we kept working. I think I'm gonna put extra green on that eye. Oops. All right. So, a couple weeks ago we learned about mandalas, right? When we were doing earth mandalas. And we thought about radiating, and we thought about symmetry. And when I'm starting to add these beans, I might want to think about radiating, so it's coming from the inside out, because I really want to highlight how cute my little owl is. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to fill up all of my square here. Since it's not quite centered, I'm going to cut some of this off. Because I think, let's see, yeah, it's just a little off center. So I'm going to cut this a little bit. And I'll be back, and I'm going to show you the sped up process of the rest of us. All right, so now that we're done with our mosaic, let's think about what we've learned about. So we learned that mosaics are images that are made out of small cut up pieces of stone, tile, glass, or in this case, beans. And we have learned that the Greeks and Romans made these for on their floors and their walls and sometimes their ceilings to celebrate either their daily life or even the Greek god and goddesses. They were very large scale, and the people were very diligent when they worked, because they had to cut the stone meticulously and fit each piece into a big space. They had to plan ahead and figure out what they wanted the big picture to look like. And they took things one step at a time because they couldn't finish one thing just in one day, right? There's actually a famous saying that says, Rome wasn't built in a day. And when we are doing something like this, we want to remember that just taking things little bits at a time makes a task more manageable. We learned about maybe simplifying our image a little bit because we have to account for the material we're using. And if we're using beans, then we're gonna have to plan our design to fit those beans in there. We also learned about creating some patterns. See how I made patterns here? It's definitely not the original idea that I had of trying to create waves, but I realized that I just didn't have enough space, and I thought that this looked like a nice frame around my owl. We learned about making some things have contrast. If I had done white and black in the background, my owl would not pop out. And see how I could really make this pop out just with 3 colors. So this is a really fun thing to do. Something that you could do alternatively, that's a really fun thing to do, is to do it with bird seed and create some suet, which I can give you a link if you want that. And you can create actually something that would be an edible art for your birds, which is a fun idea. So I'll post a link for how to make suet. Yeah, I really do hope that you had fun today and you learned a little bit more about Greek and Roman artists. And I hope that I sparked some curiosity for you. I hope that you are like, I want to learn more about Greek gods and goddesses. That sounds really interesting. Well, I'm going to share some links for you so that you can go and enjoy those too. So I hope that you had a wonderful time in art class today. I love you, I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.